Hey, what's going on? So look, most people seem to be excited or happy that Biden has won the election. It's all good and dandy. Most of us not so happy that he won, but we're more happy that Donald Trump is out of office. So so what I've been learning and listening to people um, that I listen to, most of us we get upset when certain people get into office because we expect so much out of them. Do this, do that, and then if they don't do, they may do a lot of things. If they don't do one thing we don't like, now we upset. Oh, he could have did this, or he didn't do enough, or all this stuff, right? So what I'm gonna tell you is what I've learned. If you start getting into stock, right, it's not even gonna make a difference who's in office because the stock goes according to what's going on. They don't care who's in office. If they think we about to have something good, if the stimulus is about to come out or something, the stock goes up. So people that's in stock, they typically, um, well, it's Boyce Watkins. Um, I watch Boyce Watkins. You should. He's a finance. He has his PhD in finances and stuff. And I watch him. I listen to him. I don't agree everything he says, but for the most part, he's qualified to give out this type of information. And so what he was talking about is most people that's in stock, it doesn't even matter who's in president, who's in the White House, who's in office, because the stock goes according to what's going on. Like when Trump was making all his friends rich, he was doing stuff for the stock. It wouldn't have made a difference if you was into stock too. You probably would have been like, yay, Most people who had stock, they didn't like Trump, but they didn't say nothing because they were like, ooh, this guy's making me some money. So whether Biden gets in and do what we think he should do or not, we can look at it like this: start getting some stock because someone's going to benefit off of this. Why not it be? Why not you? And we can still complain if he doesn't do things that we think he should do. We can still go vote and stuff like that, but get some stock so it won't make a difference who's in office. You're going to win, right? Um, and I didn't really want to talk too much about stock because I'm still learning, like the do's and the don'ts, and it's not so complicated, but at the same time, it's so much stuff, and you'll see a whole bunch of stuff that's like $30, $35 a stock, 40, and then you'll see some things that's $120, 150, and our most instinct, we're gonna think like, oh, let's get the cheap stock. I have so much cheap stock, and then you still might not make no money. So that's the only thing I can't tell you what to go into. But from what I've been learning, from what I'm looking at, companies that it's probably never going to fail, like Nike. I've seen Coca-Cola, but and I think they're going to boom soon as all this Corona stuff goes up because I think that's a Chinese, but Chinese kind of like got their hand in that. I don't know if they own that or whatever, but I think they got their hand in Coca-Cola, and they're not able to sell outside of where they got going on. But soon as things open up, that they can deal with all the surrounding countries and stuff again, they it's gonna go up. It's gonna be doing their thing. Um, I seen Disney. I don't think Disney's gonna ever go out of business. And sometimes we shy away from it. We say like $120, $130. That's too much. Nah, this is how people was getting rich. So I would say get into some stock. And if you get, and it's some sites that you can actually buy partial stock. So if you don't have a lot of money and you can't buy a full share, you can buy a partial share. If something costs $100, you say, let me put $25 on it. And then next payday or the next two paydays, let me put $30 on it until you get you a full share. Now, eventually, sometimes the shares go up. They start making money, and you making something, but you're not making a full share, right? So whether people is happy or whether they're not happy at the moment, I'm saying buy some stock. You can come out of this a winner no matter what. And just remember, stock goes up and down. Stock goes up and down. So if you start seeing, if you're in it for the long run, you might have to buy some stock. But I've noticed somebody might put $50 in some stock and just be sitting watching like, what's gonna happen? Nothing's gonna happen with $50. Unless the share of stock was $40 when you bought it, and then 10 years from now it's $500 a share, that means you only have $500 10 years from now. How you grow the stock, you get as many shares as possible. Get 3 shares, get 4 shares, get 5 shares. Try to have 100 shares if you can. Within a 10-year period or whatever, if it's $43 now, and you try to get it as many shares as you can at $40 or under $50 a share, say you have about 50 shares. In 10 years from now, say if it's $500 a share. And in that time, sometimes the stock splits. It might do a 4-for-1 or whatever, boom, so it goes back down, but you still made more money. So 5 to 10 years, if you keep, say you have 50 shares, 50 times 500, you do the math. You know what I'm saying? What's that, 25,000? I don't look. I didn't even think about that, counting it. I don't know 5 times 5 is 25. Add on the zeros. Scratch that. I'm trying to give example, but I ain't even thought about how I would do that. But if you know it's 500, you got a plenty of share. The more shares you buy, the more chance of you become a millionaire or a quarter millionaire, half a millionaire, or whatever. The more shares. So don't just get a share and then sit back and then wait to be rich. It doesn't work like that. The more shares you have, the more chances of you have becoming a millionaire. Because not only if it go up to 500 and then they split the shares and they go back down to $100 a share, you didn't lose any money. Now if it's $100 a share and it was $500, now you done got more shares. When they split it, you'll get more shares. That means you got more money. So if you're gonna get into stock, it's in it for the long run. Not, oh man, I lost $3. I keep on seeing myself lose. The stock is gonna go up and down, but one thing is for sure, if you pick the right stock, you win it. I mean, it ain't too many stocks considered the wrong stock because over time they all gonna make some money. But companies that you know that's gonna make some money, like Netflix, they probably gonna call, they right now, they out of the, it costs a lot to get one share of Netflix. They're doing so well, but eventually they'll split, and you got to keep your eye on it. When they split and they bring the price down, then you jump on it. Disney, Nike, Uber. Right now, Uber and Lyft, the stock is down. They cheap, but you got to know once the coronavirus stuff dies down or whatever, everything gonna open up. They're gonna start making more money. Make some money. So yeah, get into stock. Don't worry about me if I miscounted, if I messed up the money. Get into some stock. You know, I said 25,000, could have been 2,500 or whatever, but get into some stock, and you're gonna win no matter what. It doesn't make a difference who's president, who's vice president. You're gonna win. Keep adding money. Don't think you buy a stock for $1, give it $5, and then wait until see what $5 turn to. $5 ain't gonna turn into nothing but what a share of stock is. That's it. It's just like the 401k. When you get your 401k, only difference is the 401k is you don't get to see your stock grow. You're not watching it. It goes up and down. Every 2 weeks, every time you get paid, you put money into your 401k. Same thing you gotta do with stock. Because that's ain't nothing but stock. Only difference is it's high risk with the stock outside of your job. You high risk and you can make money quicker or you can lose money quicker. Long story short, get into stock. Take care of your business and your business will take care of you.